This week I'm driving the 2023 Infiniti QX55. Now I've reviewed the 2022, which was the all-new QX55. I reviewed that a couple of times already, including not too long ago. This one's going to be a little bit different. In those videos we did a full walk around and review. There are a few things new with the QX55 for 2023, but not a ton. But what we're doing in this video is taking this thing out for a road trip. We've got an event that we've got to cover down in Bryan, Texas, which is just over 3 hours from where we are now. So we're going to take this thing out on a road trip to Bryan, Texas and back for this event and see how the QX55 is on road trips as a grand tourer. Let's get into it. All right guys, making another big road trip, leaving out of Terrell, Texas. We're here at Buc-ee's, headed towards Bryan, Texas. We're gonna be doing an event down there. Our chariot is the QX55. Let's get out on the road. So I am excited about getting this out on the road for a road trip. I think it's a really great road trip vehicle. It's nicely sized. It's not too big to be out on the road a long time. You can fit it in cities just fine. It's fine up on the highways. You got plenty of room for luggage. It's comfortable for long distance driving. So let's quickly talk about what's new with the 2023. New as standard features for all trim levels include ProPILOT Assist with intelligent cruise control and steering assist, something we definitely utilized for this road trip. We have leather appointed seats, lane departure prevention, blind spot intervention, rear side impact airbags, rear USB Type-C charging ports, and four-way driver power lumbar. The essential and above grades feature standard traffic sign recognition, adaptive front lighting, and unique cube LED headlights with auto levelizer. The Sensory, the top of the line, adds heated rear outboard seats and four-way passenger power lumbar standard. So touching on the trim levels really quick, same as it's been, same as a lot of the Infiniti products are. We do have the Luxe as the base trim, the Essential as the mid-grade trim, which is what we're driving here. You have the Sensory as the top of the line trim, and you have a starting MSRP of just over $49,000. The Essential trim that we're in here has a base price at $54,000, and our MSRP for what we have here is just over $56,000. So in this one, we do have the radar guided cruise control. We have the lane keeping assist, and we've definitely been utilizing that during this drive. It makes long trips way less fatiguing. You definitely still need to pay attention to what you're doing, but if you're being silly and filming as you're driving, this definitely gives you that extra peace of mind that it's keeping you in the lanes. So if you have to look off every once in a while, it's not that big of a deal. Again, that being said, please still pay attention even while using these features, but they are really good features, and the Infiniti brand, Nissan, both do this really well. Our engine under the hood is a 4-cylinder, 2-liter variable compression turbocharged engine pushing 268 horsepower, 280 foot-pounds of torque, and is matched up to that CVT transmission. I've praised this engine plenty of times in the QX55, the QX50. It's a really great engine, and I've said plenty of times that the biggest letdown of this vehicle is that CVT transmission. But for road trips, it works just fine. If you need to get up and go and pass somebody, you do have a sport mode. It can get up and go. The engine is strong. If you're really trying to push this car, be fast in corners and stuff like that, fast out of corners, that's where that CVT really hurts. But on a road trip, you're not doing that. You're getting up on a highway and cruising, getting down into the cities, finding parking. And for all of that, for most day-to-day stuff, for most touring stuff, for road trip stuff, no problems with that CVT transmission, and the engine, again, super strong. Another thing that's worth looking at for a grand touring-like vehicle, for a road trip vehicle, is the fuel economy. This one is rated at 22 city, 28 highway, and 25 combined. We're a pretty good ways into our trip. We've done a lot of highway miles. We've done a little bit of backcountry road miles, a little bit of city miles. We're averaging 23.7 miles to the gallon, so it's a little bit under what you would expect from that combined number, but I'll try to update one more time as we get to our destination and let you know what the total trip was. So I definitely like the exterior design. I've touched on the exterior design plenty of times through the last two videos. I really like Infiniti's design. I like that this thing has that coupe-like shape, very sporty. The total wheelbase is 110.2 inches. The full length is 183.3 inches. Your width is 74.9 inches and height is 63.8 inches. And you have an 8.6 inch ground clearance with all-wheel drive, which is actually super usable for light camping trails and things like that. This event that we're going to is an off-roading event. We didn't take the QX55 on that off-road course, but we took some kind of competitors on there, and I have no doubt that this would have been just fine on there as well. So if you happen to be buying a QX55 and want to take it on a light off-road trail, it can probably do it. Is this the best like overlanding vehicle that you can buy? Absolutely not, but in those pinch situations or just situations that you need it, it could work. Looking at the hatch, it is a power lift gate. It has motion activated lift gate on the sensory only, so this one does not have that. Our cargo volume is 26.9 cubic feet of cargo space behind that second row seating, which is a really good amount for our road trip. We had a suitcase and a camera bag and a tripod, no issues. You can fold those seats down and get 54.1 cubic feet total, which again is really great. And I'm sure because of the format of this video, where we're doing more of a road trip than a traditional review, I probably glossed over something that you were interested in. Most of the new stuff for 2023 I did cover in this video, but if you're interested in something that I didn't cover, you might check out my 2022 review, which we did not too long ago, quite frankly, because not a whole lot is new here. So definitely check that one out if you want to see a little bit more specifics on the interior, specifics on some of the other stuff. But again, we're doing a road trip. I'll get to the destination and I'll give you some of my final thoughts on this vehicle, and we'll wrap up the video there. All right, so after the full road trip, we are back now, and I think it did a fantastic job as a road trip vehicle. I actually like it more out on the highway, out doing a road trip, than I do just day-to-day driving around town. A lot of that comes down to the CVT transmission, but definitely for a road trip, having that radar guided cruise control, the lane keeping assist, fantastic features, and it works really well in this thing. Most of our trip on the highway was definitely utilizing those safety features. It's super comfortable, easy to get comfortable, lots of room, even though it is kind of a compact and coupe-like design. It was just me, so we didn't have kids a tow or anything like that, but you could have easily accommodated another passenger or two and still been really comfortable. Cargo room could have accommodated that as well. I had my suitcase, camera bag, and tripod back there, and there was still a ton of room for all kinds of stuff. Every time I'm able to drive one of the QX55s, I like it more and more. And definitely after this road trip, I would definitely recommend it for anybody, especially if you are doing like executive road trips or anything like that. You want to be in comfort, you want to make the drive easy, and you're doing a lot of long hauls back and forth. Super good car. With that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the QX55. Let me know what you think about our road trip. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We do a different review every week. Also, go check out txgarage.com for more written reviews as well as event and news coverage over there. And with that, guys, thanks for watching.